Hey, what's up guys? It's Rachel. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I am a part-time reseller on sites like eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. And one of the things I like to do is source online, come on my channel, do unboxing videos to show you guys what I got to stock my online stores, and then update you 90 days later with what actually sold, how much it sold for, and really just was this box a good box worth investing in. And I do this because I'm hoping that it helps others to make an educated decision when they are purchasing like mystery boxes or online liquidation merchandise or whatever. I want you to be able to see my video realistically. How did this stuff do? And that way you can make an informed decision whether or not to maybe look into that product for yourself. So if you like content like this, please consider subscribing. I do release content about, 3, 4, 5 times a week lately. I just love sharing my reseller life here on my channel. So I unboxed this, I would say back in August. It looks like all of this stuff I listed back in August. And this was a Boutique by the Box 20-piece new with tag, new without tag boots. So this was the middle of summer and it was off season for boots. I'll link the original video here. This one actually was the one that they didn't send me enough. They only sent me 16 pair of shoes and they ended up making it right for me and sending me 4 more pair of shoes. So that unboxing video was kind of split into 2. So if you are not familiar with Boutique by the Box, they are a liquidation company, but they hand sort all of their merchandise. So if you're not familiar with liquidation, a lot of times it's store returns, overstock, shelf pulls, you name it. A lot of times it's damaged or it still has like those sensors on it. And I've heard a lot of people complain about different liquidation options because there's so much fallout. And the one reason, well, there's several reasons, but one of the reasons that I like Boutique by the Box is that it is hand sorted. So somebody goes through it first and makes sure that it doesn't have flaws or that it doesn't have sensors and that it is in sellable condition. And for the most part, it's been very true. This box, as a matter of fact, I was able to list 20 out of the 20 pair of shoes. So I am thankful for that. And the cost of goods with Boutique by the Box ends up being a little bit higher, but it's, it's a trade-off because if you pay a little lower cost of goods, you're going to have that fallout where someone hand sorts this stuff. So anyway, I listed all of this stuff back in August. I used ListPerfectly to cross-post all of my items. So it was cross-posted. Everything was cross-posted on 6 different platforms to get the most visibility out of everything. So actually, majority of the stuff though sold on Poshmark. I had majority on Poshmark, 2 sold on Mercari, and 1 sold on Facebook. So what I'll do is I'll show you over here what the item was, how much it sold for, what platform it sold on, and then at the end of the video, I'll give you my debrief of whether or not I thought this was a good box worth investing in. I will go from lowest profit to highest profit, and then I'll show you the items at the end that I still have left remaining. So as with any liquidation, or with most liquidation, I should say, there is, some items are going to be better than others. And so these first items, they were sold, but the profit isn't super high. And it's just stuff that I didn't expect to really profit on. So this box was 20 pair of new with tag or new without tag shoes. And my total cost for this box was $300 with free shipping, making my cost per item $15 per pair. Now, the first item here are these mix number 6 heel shoes. They're obviously like Valentino knockoffs. I think I called them that in the first video too. I did end up selling those for $22. I think I did an offer to likers, so I ate the extra shipping. But I have my sale price in here at $19.54. My profit was a whopping 63 cents. So this is an example of something though, and I just want to point this out. Sometimes when you get these boxes, you are going to have items that you're not going to profit on. And I still list those items anyway, just to recoup some of the cost of the box. And this was absolutely one of those things. If I did an average cost per item, $15 on this, and I broke even technically on this item, which I'm not mad about. The retail value on these were not that good. It's fast fashion, it's cheap, so it is what it is. Then I have these LifeStride shoes. Again, same deal. LifeStride is not like a super sought after brand. These were new in box, but the box was tore up. I sold them for, I think, $25 on Poshmark. These actually recently just sold at the end of November, so they sat around a little while, but my total profit was $3.03. I had these mucklucks. These were like not new. I mean, maybe they were new, but they like were damaged. They were really scuffed up, so I wasn't too happy about that. But they actually got a ton of attention, and they actually ended up selling on Facebook for $25. So I profited $4. Again, for something that was kind of beat up and had flaws. You know, it was one of those break-even things. I had these Journey Collection over-the-knee boots. These got a ton of attention, but again, the retail value of these was not super high. They were cheap, they were fast fashion, so at a little over the 90 day mark, and I actually am a little late making this video, they did sell over Black Friday weekend. I let them go for $25, $5 profit, but I assume I'm not going to get much more for those. I mean, I maybe could have held out, but I just was ready to let him go. Then I had these Chinese laundry suede boots, and these actually sold for $30 on Poshmark, so we're getting up there, $9 profit on those. These totes boots, these were funny. These were like straight out of the early 90s. I felt like I had boots like this when I was a kid, but these actually sold pretty quickly. They sold on Poshmark. I sold them for $30, $9 profit. Again, they sold fast, but they didn't have a super high resale value, so not mad about it. And then these G by Guess black boots. These were super like flashy. They were the flashiest boots of the bunch, I would say. They sold on Mercari for $31, and I made $9.80-ish on those. Those had a lot of attention on Depop back in the day when I could sell on Depop, but I did get banned from Depop, which I can link that video up here. I thought for sure those were going to go on Depop, but they did not. I don't know if they would have if I didn't get banned, but they ended up selling on Mercari. Then I sold these Roxette Madden Girl boots. The Roxette was the style. Also on Mercari. These sold for $32, making my profit $10.60. I had these studded combat boots, which these were one of the first items to sell. It was those Roxette boots, and then these combat boots sold the very next day. Neither one of them were listed more than a week. These were by the brand Dirty Laundry. They were very like Doc Marten kind of knockoff, fast fashion, definitely on trend, but not really good quality. So they sold for $35 on Poshmark, my profit being $13. I had these other Chinese laundry boots. These were suede. They were a size 8. These sold for $36 on Poshmark, so my profit was $13.80. These Mia boots, I loved the color of these boots. These were nice looking leather boots, but again, not a super high resale value. I sold them for $36 on Poshmark. My profit $13.80 again on those. Then I had these Unisa over the knee heeled boots. These were again super cheap, faux suede, retail value not super high to begin with. Those sold for probably $40. I think I did an offer to Liker because I have the shipping amount taken out in my notes here, but it was a $15 profit for me. So, okay, we're in the range of doubling our money here on these. These black suede ankle booties were by the brand Me Too. These did really well. They sold for $45 on Poshmark, so that was a $21 profit. And these black ankle booties from Essex Lane. This was a super soft, buttery leather. I've never heard of this brand, but I kind of feel like maybe I could have got a little more for these just based on the quality. But I did sell these for $54 on Poshmark, making my profit $28.20. And these were my favorite out of the whole box. They were Sam Edelman. They were real suede, really nice, pointed toe, tall boots. They were a size 6 though, but they were brand new with tag. They still had the tag on the bottom with the price and everything, so they were not worn. I listed these originally at $119 because the retail price was like over $300. And they sat and sat and sat. And they got some interest, but really they just sat. Like no one actually wanted to commit. And then I ended up selling them for $70, I think. I don't know, it'll show up here. I ended up sending an offer to Liker. I'm showing that my sale price is $66.54, meaning that I took out the difference in the shipping. That one, my profit was $38.23. So I did let those go a little bit low, but I was ready to let them go. I mean, they sat for over the 30 days. And then actually the best sale in this whole box was a pair of men's shoes, men's boots actually. The brand was Rustic Asphalt, and these were super like heavy duty leather work boots. They were heavy. Like I barely made the 5-pound limit on Poshmark with these. They were super heavy. Those sold for $68.88. Again, I don't know. I think either those sold in a bundle or I sent an offer to Liker. My profit on those was $40.10. So that was the best selling item out of this box, guys. These Rustic Asphalt. I have never heard of the brand Rustic Asphalt, but I guess if you find it thrifting, check it out. It's actually a really good quality men's work boot. So there are a few things though that I have not sold. These Journey Collection tan suede boots, and these actually are flawed, which I noted in the listing, but there's not a ton of attention on them. There's a very obvious flaw on them, so I can't say I'm surprised that they're still here. They're flawed. Then I have these Kelly and Katie boots. I expected those to go. They were really nice, like closet staple black booty, but those are still here, so hopefully soon. And then I have the Unisa boots. These actually sold and then they got returned, so I'm just trying to sell them again. And then I have this other pair of Unisa boots, which these are brand new in the box. Ton of likes, ton of interest, 0 sales. So hopefully any day now somebody wants these boots. Okay, so final verdict on this box. I sold a total of 16 of the 20 pair of shoes, and $300 I paid for the box, and my total profit is $174.23. So I did not even double my money. I probably won't even get to double when I sell, if I sell those other 4 pair. So overall, nice box, nice shoes, cost of goods, way too high for my comfort. Now, granted, number one, I listed this stuff in August, so it wasn't quite boot season yet. And number two, I did probably let a few of these items go a little bit less, than I probably could have got for them if I just held out for the right buyer, if I would have held out for fall and winter a little bit more. But seriously, the cost of goods is just a little bit too high. Now, I would buy this box again if I got a good deal on it or if the price were a little bit lower, but I don't know if this was the best investment for me. Now, I mean, I still made $174 on this box. There was definitely profit in this box. I just, I don't know. It wasn't the best. The stuff in it was really good. It just, for the price, it wasn't the best. I would love to hear what you guys do with new with tag shoes. Like, do you guys source new shoes? Where do you normally get them? Have you ever got them from Boutique by the Box, and has your experience been different? I would love to hear in the comments what you guys think. Definitely let me know. Again, consider subscribing to my channel. I post videos 4 to 5 times a week. I do an unboxing. For every time I do an unboxing, I do a 90-day update so I can really give you guys a good assessment of what's selling and what is worth investing in. So I hope you found this helpful. Drop me a like if you have not already. And thank you so much for watching. I will catch you guys in the next one.